Sanibonani, igama lami ngu-Nondumiso Ntshangase, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to the channel, please subscribe and also hit the notification bell so that you get notified when there is new content out. And also please note ukuthi ama-video ami do not constitute as financial advice, and where I talk about legal stuff does not constitute as legal advice. If you require financial advice, ngicela nihambe niyoconsulta na ama-financial advisor, financial planners aba-registered ne-Financial Sector Conduct Authority. Guys, ningahambi niyokumuntu onganayo onga-registered, because mawusuluza imali yakho uzoya kubani. So nibabuza abantu ukuthi are you registered, cela registration number. So namhlanje, I just want us to talk about a tax-free savings account. I know in the past videos that I've done, I've sort of touched on, the tax-free savings account, but just briefly, and I've never given you like a full overview of a tax-free savings account. So today we are going to get on that. So a tax-free savings account came about in 2015, where National Treasury, was decided okay, South Africa South Africans don't save a lot, for a lot of reasons, and they rely on debt a lot. And futhi ke ngisho sebesavile ekugcineni umuntu mase savile, I think when you're below 65, if I'm not mistaken, siyakutexa ke futhi susavile ke une interest. If lower interest is above 23,800 rand, sizokutexa ke on the rest of the interest. So the first 23,800 abak takes. After that, they tax you. So it's like, why am I saving so much if ekugcineni imali yami izodliwa ugovernment, because bayangitaxa phela. So government wathi okay, asike sibadedele nkosi yami ngale tax-free savings account, basave untararanta, basave baze bayofika wherever they want to get. Mabesave leyo mali abayisaveayo ngeke siba-tax. So ngisho ngabe kuthiwa imali yakhona ifakile isidablishekile yatriplisha, ngeke simtaxe leyo muntu leyo on the returns that are going to come from that, ne? So a tax-free savings account, you can put 36,000 rands a year. Those are the current limits. So sometimes the government will give new limits. It's okay. The other year it was this much. Now let me increase it. So currently with 36,000 that you can put each and every year. Lo 36,000 kumele ungawudluli. Mawuke wawudlula, let's say wena ngoba uthi cha mina yabona sengiyasave mina. And then uthi no, this year ngizofaka 40,000. Mawuke wafaka 40,000, bona bazothatha u 36,000 bawubeka eceleni, kusala u 4,000. Lo 4,000 bazokufine, bazokunikeza ipenalty ya 40%, bathi sikushange penalty yokuthi wena sithe you can only save 36,000 rand la when you save more. So you need to know ukuthi any amount that is above 36,000 uyifakayo on a tax-free savings account is definitely going to, attract a penalty of 40%. So it's a no-go. So whatever low 4,000 rand or extra mhlawumbe usukunawo ufake on a different account, or pack it in your bank account, or wherever you want to pack it, until such time you can actually now go a new tax year, the 1st of March, then you can actually go and put this 4,000 to build on your new 36,000, ne? And then this amount also, you have a 500,000 limit per lifetime. So you can't put more than 500,000 per lifetime currently. So it means ngisho ngabe subafakile about 36,000 all these years kuzofika lesikhathi sakhona ama contributions akho wafakile reach 500,000. Mase reachile, you can't put more. So finally ke futhi mawufaka more. So kuyagcina 500,000. But lo 500,000 awu include i-growth. So imali nje lo ifaka ilabo 36,000. Mayisikhulile ngisho mhlambe let's say isi 1.5 million imali yakho kuleyo tax-free savings account, ne? Ngeke bethi okay, no, bekufanele kube 500,000. No, 500,000 abawubalayo ile imali oyifakayo. It's your contributions and not the growth. So le growth ya 1 million doesn't count. So you won't get a penalty on that, and you won't get taxed on the 1 million growth if you ever get there. But let's try, guys. A tax-free savings account then has to be used for long-term things, right? Because interest or i-benefit oyitholayo is ukuthi you're not getting taxed on interest, right? Or on returns that you are getting from this tax-free savings account. So it works better if it's a long-term thing. Long-term, 10 years, so if you're putting that money away, I would encourage you, do not put it for things that you're gonna need manje. So if you know maybe in the next 2 years it's not a good idea, because you're not gonna see the benefit ye tax-free savings account where growth yakho isiningi kakhulu but government takes. So it's for things that are long-term. One of the things you can use it for is a booster for your retirement. Uyazi ukuthi okay, futhi government la ngeke sangitaxa ngisho sengifuna le mali yami sengimdala. So that's one of the things you can use it for. Big purchases for the future. If uyazi ukuthi mhlambe wena unengane nje osandana kuyizala manje and ufuna ukuthi masina 18 when unephupho nje lokuthi when your child is 18 you are going to give them this car, then you can actually use it for such things, big purchases for the future. For 18 years, this money is accumulating a lot of interest, and by the time I actually use it, the returns would have been so much, and the government is not going to tax me on them. So it's for such large purchases. So I can't name all of them. So now we ask, but in the long term, then you can use a tax-free savings account for that. Some people say that you can use it as an emergency account. I do not particularly like that, because then it means if you're saying it's an emergency account, it means when you have an emergency, we keep. So keep it means 10 years, because if you have an emergency, we keep. So you won't end up getting the full benefit. You growth tax. Growth government tax. But if you leave it for longer, then you actually start seeing a benefit to your tax-free savings account. Another thing that you have to note about a tax-free savings account is that the limit does not carry over. So what this means is that if where naglonyaga ngoba stay limit to 36,000 rand ngonyaka, if this year you couldn't put 36,000, you put 30,000, 6,000 rand ngeke uthi ke next year ngizofaka 36,000 rand wami plus the 6,000 that I actually didn't put last year. It doesn't carry over like that. If you do that, they're going to actually give you that penalty. So it doesn't carry over. 36,000 that time, pelile, you can just start over next year, 36,000. And you can actually also transfer between a tax-free savings account. So you can actually take one from this company. It's okay, no, manje sengifuna ukubisa kule nkampani ngicontribute lan. So you can actually do that, which is actually quite a great facility. I think another important thing is that you have to compare fees before you even choose a tax-free savings account. You have to see what's okay. The company offerisha malini, because you don't want imali yako to be chowed by fees. So comparisha and see what's okay. But sometimes you find ama fees are high because also the performance investment managers are is quite high. So you have to compare that as well, so that you get great value for your money. You can actually also have more than one tax-free savings account. So you can have one with this company and another company, but it can't exceed the 36,000. So you can say I'll pay half the side, pay half. So government ubona the whole picture, the whole 36,000, and not when you have one there you can do 36 here and 36. You can't do 36 here and 36 there. You have to split the 36 between maybe the two that you have. So you can't actually think it's 36 per account. No, it's 36 per person, and then you can split it between different service providers if you actually have different service providers. So generally, a tax-free savings account will be for some things like your fixed deposit accounts. So you'd find them banks, these big financial institutions as well, ETFs, about unit trust, such things. So but there's it's for such things. One thing that I think maybe the government needs to still look at is how they've named this tax-free savings account. So moment you hear about a tax-free savings account, you're thinking, oh, this is for saving, and saving usually is for short-term goals. It's for okay, no sevela December, so I can have like proper big days go December. You know, into kanjalo, it's usually you think it's for you know, into engayisavela for manje, kanti cha, benefit you can only get proper benefit, tax benefits from a tax-free savings account in the long term. So they shouldn't have actually named it like that, because it is confusing to people. People are thinking, no, I can use it as a savings account. It's not a good idea to use it as just a normal savings account where you can actually withdraw when you have trouble now and, you know, time and time again. That's actually not a very good idea, because then you find yourself in, you know, in a position where you are actually doing the right thing, you are saving, but you are not getting the benefit. So please make sure that you think about these things that I've mentioned, and also just go read up on these things. You know, I feel like a lot of, you know, the problems that we have relating to money, or even problems that we have relating to life in general, can be resolved, guys, by just Googling. I mean, guys, I Google my problems. I won't even lie to you. I Google my problems. I'm just like, this is happening, this just happened, how do I do this, you know? And I Google, guys, Google gives you all the answers. It's like the best girlfriend ever, you know, where you can just say, hey Google, I'm in trouble, what do I do? And Google will give you like a lot of answers, because a lot of people have gone through the same thing as you. So don't think Google, see, you're the only one going through those problems. And to solve your problems, go to Google, read a book, listen to a podcast, make sure that, you know, you go out there and find solutions for your problems, because I can definitely assure you that they are there. I mean, there are certain problems or, you know, issues that you can't sort out, but I mean, at least how to deal with those issues, you can sort of find it, on you know, on the internet. We need to actually start using the internet constructively and not just for fun only, right? Okay, I know I just gave you a lecture right there. I do apologize, but I just felt like, you know, I had to say that. But yeah, man, that's what I wanted to discuss with you today, just about a tax-free savings account. And if you have more insights about it, you can actually just pop them in the comments, and also leave a like for the video, and also share the video with your friends who might benefit from it. And yeah, let us see you on the next one.